it's summer heat outside is terrible here, but we're inside where it's cool, and we're going to get to talk a little English today. We're going to do a listening lesson. I've ran through a lot of grammar with you, and the most important thing to your speaking is good listening. Don't care what else you see out there on the internet, all the other English teaching channels. You can be smart, which is good, and you can be good, which is even better. And what I mean by is being good by listening. That's how we all learn. All right. So today I thought we'd talk about shopping a little bit, because shopping has changed a lot. Even since I had written this textbook a few years ago, that I'm going to read some questions out of my textbook. But when I was a kid, we just went shopping to maybe a big discount store like what we call Walmart, or we went to a department store where like the ladies would go see their things and us guys would go see our things, because nothing was together, hence the word department. Or we might go out on a date, and after dinner, I came from a small town, and we might go window shopping. We go walk down the main street of town and just look at things in the window. Isn't that crazy? See, because all the stores were closed, by 5, 6 o'clock at the latest. So if you were out on a dinner or whatever, most everything was closed, unless you lived in a big city that had a mall. So shopping has changed. But I got a list of questions. I'm just going to give you my opinion. I think there's maybe 17 of these, and I'll just go through and give you my opinion about this. Then you listen to the questions, maybe you have an opinion, okay? But it's just good to listen. So let's take a start here. Number one, this is right off the bat here. Number one, do you enjoy shopping? Yes and no. Remember, men and women can be a little different. Men like to go in and get what we want and leave. To wander around endlessly and just look at things and trying to find a bargain. Most men don't really care about that. But if I'm in an outdoor store or a camera store, the things that interest me the most, yeah, shopping can be pretty good then, or looking. Shopping means actually buying sometimes. And number two, do you enjoy window shopping? Well, like I said, in the older days, that's what we did. And it was very romantic to take an evening walk under the street lights and look through the windows of the store. Maybe go by the pet store and there's a little puppy in a cage by the window, and you're going do-do-do-do-do-do, and the little puppy's going, but today, most people don't even know about window shopping. So I'll probably need to change this book a little bit very soon. Number three, have you ever bought anything from a catalog or from the internet? Wow. Probably almost all of us now have bought from the internet or regularly buy from the internet. Again, going back into the past a little bit, we had what they called catalog stores. And, and you could go into these stores like a Sears store or a J.C. Penney or somebody like that. And you can just look through their catalog and order what you want. Then the store would order it, and you could come pick it up, or it might be delivered to your house, because you could order at home. You get catalogs in the mail, and say you need a shirt or something, and you could buy it from the catalog, from the book. But now there basically is no catalogs, and I'm not even familiar with anybody that calls themselves a catalog store. So we either go in person or we just buy from the internet. Just go type in Amazon, you know. Number 4, do you think it's safe to shop online? I think now it's much safer, and when you run your credit cards, you know, they have a way of authenticating and certifying your card in the purchase, and there's no danger really of getting something from bad people. At one time, you know, it was harder to get quality stuff and get stuff from reputable stores. You just bought from whoever was online. But now the competition's tough. There's so many places that you can buy the same things, and it's more secure. You know, when I was in China, though, China was going through what we used to go through, and they had a lot of bad dealers selling fake merchandise like shoes that weren't really Adidas and weren't really Nikes or anything like that. So China now is dealing with that stuff still. It's a work in progress. Let's see. Number 5. Have you ever bought things from a street vendor or a door-to-door salesman? Now here in America, we really don't have street vendors like we did when I was in Asia. You know, when you walk around in China, there's vendors everywhere out in the streets. And like China has what they call these buxinjie, well, walking street. And the vendors might pull their stuff out from their store so you can walk around outside and shop. Or you have vendors move in with tables and put their products on big tables and they sell like that. Sure, I bought stuff like that. And most of it was not really good quality. And door-to-door salesman, that is another thing from the past that you basically don't have anymore. You know, it's a shame there was a kind of a uniqueness to having somebody stop at your house and try to sell you a set of encyclopedias or something like that. World's changing, guys. Number 6, would you like to work as a street vendor? Oh my gosh. No, I probably would not want to work as a street vendor. You got weather to deal with. Your products, if they're good quality, that gives you confidence to be a vendor. But if you don't have a store, if you don't have a roof that has your name, like Kenny's clothing store or something, people don't see you as serious. Okay. Number 7, do you shop at stores or street markets the most often? Again, I just said it. I shop at the stores the most because here we really, in America, there's not really street vendors. In the big cities, there might be a couple, but as a rule, this doesn't exist here. Number 8, when you go shopping, what is the most important, price or quality? Wow. I want to get the best quality I can for the best price. And I think all of us kind of do. I'm not stuck on a brand. I don't have to wear Levi jeans. But I need something good that is a good quality. And the price needs to be okay also. Remember, we all live on a budget. So price is really important. Number 9, are you a bargain hunter? Do you wait for sales to purchase? I'm always looking for a bargain, but I don't wait on a sale. If I need something, I just go buy it, and it is what it is. A lot of people wait on holiday sales and try to buy big ticket items, say a TV or some kind of electronic game system. or computers. They have sales around the holidays, and you might get an extra $20, $30 off of a computer. So but I like to look for a bargain. Let's see. Number 10 was asking, what's the best bargain that I can remember? And I don't have an answer for that. I cannot. And I've been around for a while, and I've bought lots of things, but I don't know about a best bargain. I've never had anything given to me, or that would be the best bargain. So I'll not really answer that one so much. Number 11, we all can be guilty of this. Have you ever purchased an impulse item and regretted it? All right. When I was a kid, especially, when you go to check out, to give the people your money, there was always toys and things on either side of you, and you saw that toy and you just had to have it. And you go, Mama, 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 I want that. It's only $1.99. Maybe it's like a little toy gun or something. And you get home and the thing's already almost broken. It's so cheap, made overseas somewhere, and you can guess where. But impulse items, that's just things. Now today, most impulse items are magazines, candy, something you can eat or drink, and so you don't have to worry about just a cheap product sitting there. But it's still an impulse. You see that cold energy drink, and you go, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. So they get you on those. Number 12, are you a shopaholic, or do you know somebody that is? Now, a shopaholic, as you know, is just somebody that loves to shop in the stores, online, and is always shopping. I am not one of those at all, but I remember when I was teaching in China, those girls are constantly looking at their telephone at the online stores. They're always shopping for shoes or a purse or makeup or something like that. And I had some shopaholics in my class. Then if we would go out together looking in the malls, they would go nuts, So I've known some shopaholics, but I am not a shopaholic. Number 13, do you like the big chain stores or the little mom and pop stores? The chain stores, because they're a big store, we'll say Walmart, for example, they buy in huge quantities, and so the price may be right, but often the employees are not very smart. You get better quality, you get better, well, not necessarily quality, you get better service, and you get more knowledge going into a small store than you will a big store, almost every time. So I prefer service, and maybe if I have to spend a few dollars more, I get what I want, I understand how to use the product I want. Example like a camera. If I'm going to buy a camera, I would not go to Walmart because nobody there knows anything about a camera. You go to a real camera store and you ask the questions and you get what you came in for. Number 14, do you often haggle to get a better price? Well, again, here in America, the days of haggling or to barter, negotiate, those days are pretty much over. Everything has a set price. And even on car lots, sometimes they have what they call a no-dicker sticker. It means they're not going to negotiate. You'll pay that $10,000 for that car or you'll go home. And so, but you can still haggle. Usually it's on big items, maybe a house, a car at the right place. You can negotiate. But other than that, there is no such thing here. In China, we haggled all the time. That was an art form in China to negotiate, even for a few dollars. It's kind of fun negotiating with a store owner, and I've done that a lot. I learned how to do that, and it's fun, and we all enjoyed that. So overseas is different. Other countries, maybe your country is a little bit different. Number 15, what do you want to purchase next? I have a lot of things I would love to purchase, but you have to have money. But I would love to have one of the new mirrorless cameras, or maybe I get a new computer, because the computer I am actually looking at right now is a Samsung Windows 7 from 2013. Now, I do have another computer that I just updated to Windows 11, but I'm still using and looking at a 10-year-old computer right now. Wow. How has shopping changed through the past 50 years? Well, we've kind of talked about that. Now, almost everything is online. You don't have to leave your house to buy. And that's probably the biggest single change that we have out there, is that freedom. We don't have to get in the car and go down to the store. So that's probably the biggest change. And our last question here, what changes do you see in the future for shopping? Wow. Where do we go next? We have home delivery, online shopping. What can they possibly do to change? I don't know of anything. I can't think of any more convenience than we have now, unless they drive a truck up to your store and they have a dressing room and you can try clothes on in a dressing room on a truck or something. Or maybe, they're doing it now. They're delivering items by drone. Not in every city, but can you imagine you order something and a UPS drone flies to your house and drops your package off? Wow. Who knows about the future? But I hope you are listening to my voice, learning about my voice, and let's see where we go from here, okay? I'll probably just do this as a normal listening video. I don't know if I'll try to do any special captions. If you've been watching my channel, you should know what's going on. Plus, YouTube has captions also. So anyhow, you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon, okay? Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.